Hi, LEC Digital Educator Cohort. This is Kate, and I wanted to welcome you to week 3 of our work together. I wanted to give you a little bit of context for the feedback that you may have seen already on your lesson plans from week 2. So this was your first lesson plan that you've submitted, and just want to give overall thumbs up across the board for creativity and for really thinking about how TPAC can inform the culture of your classroom. So overall, I'd say the content was spot on. Where Elizabeth and I chose to focus our feedback was on making sure that there was some depth to the essential questions for the lessons, and I actually did see quite a bit of I would say some stretching around the inquiry hooks. So to several of you, we sent out some links to reinforce what an essential question can and should look like, and how you can take your inquiry hook to a different level. So, for example, some people posed, stated how they would open up their lesson, and that fell into the inquiry hook box. But really, an inquiry hook is an activity, discussion, some sort of active opportunity for a child or a student to engage the content before the content is fully delivered. So we, go over the resources and the suggestions that we sent to you guys. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us individually through Canvas or email or phone call. We were pretty explicit about giving you some next steps to take. And lots of you have already gotten, resubmitted, which is fantastic. So just remember that as you're resubmitting, we will look at the work again the following week. So even if you resubmitted your Module 2 lesson plan yesterday, we won't actually be going back to revisit those and regrading those until next week. So sit tight and, of course, reach out if you have any questions. Okay, so moving on to this week, to week 3. We have a focus this week on digital citizenship. And wow, what an important topic this is. That being said, I just want to preview the 4 pieces of work that you're going to be focusing on this week. So the first is your discussion, where we're going to give you some tools to look at as far as digital literacy goes and digital citizenship. And then you're going to do some talking and sharing about some behavioral issues that you may have dealt with regarding technology use. So maybe some student missteps and how you've dealt with them. And you're going to engage each other in kind of sharing and empathizing with each other, but also really thinking about how you can support each other with some common behavioral issues that we might be seeing. The activity itself, you're going to be building a 5-minute presentation on just one of those topics. And we want to encourage you to use a new tool. So several of those are linked for you in the textbook. And then if you have another tool you've been wanting to use or you'd like to try out, just check in with us and we can have that conversation with you. Your portfolio assignment, your lesson plan this week is going to be focused again on digital citizenship and getting students to own the process of exploring digital citizenship. So there's going to be 2 parts for this lesson plan. One is going to be to teach students about a topic, and then the second is going to be to assign or include a student media creation component. So that means that your students are going to be receiving content from you, but also how are you going to set your kids up to explore and create using digital tools. And then finally, your reflection at the end will be focused on the ISTE Teacher Standard 4, which is going to be looking at digital citizenship. And we're going to prompt you to identify a concrete way you're going to promote and model digital citizenship for each of those substandards. So you might want to set this up in a table format, and that way you can have standards going down one side and the concrete examples off to the side. And think of this more than just listing a concrete strategy or maybe giving us 1 to 2 sentences, but really help us see and feel your classroom and your teaching strategies in this activity. And we want to make sure that you are detailing your decisions as best as possible so that we can envision your class and really get a sense of where your head's at with this, so that we can ensure that we're coaching you and supporting you along your way to being a certified leading edge digital educator. So on that note, have a great week. Reach out to us if there's anything we can do to help you along the way, and we will speak to you online.